Ooh. Wow. How y'all doing? We're back again with a blue light special. Ow. Ow. Very quickly, because I'm off to do some things. You know what? I forgot to find that damn mic. Can y'all hear me? I wonder if is it loud or is it low? Because I want to talk low. I don't want to be screaming and yelling and shit. And this is lemon water, by the way. But listen, okay, I'm here. Okay, in the blush, honey, no makeup on, just a cute little robe that my sister bought me. Ow, ow, look at this. Isn't this a cute robe, y'all? My sister got this for me down there in LA, honey. Ow, how you doing, sis? Yes, honey. The video's entitled Get Information. And yes, I was kind of thinking of Beyonce a little bit. I thought Megan the Stallion and Beyonce came out with a new song called Salvage, remix or whatever. And I like it. Don't get me wrong. I like that song. But I really got get information because I was thinking about get information. But I said get information. Bitch, that's better. Because, bitch, I'm here to line you up and to educate you on some things, okay? Now, I want to say this. The phone did die on one of my sisters. Listen, she should be in bed anyway, honey. It's about what, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning anyway, bitch. Go to bed. Okay. But anyway, so there's some things I want to talk about. So, of course, with the blue light activation, we are finalizing that. If we have not had a chance to have a one-on-one addressing your concerns, one of you, I know you're a little busy, honey. One of my celebrity clients, honey. Hey, how you doing, honey? Some people don't like to be called celebrities and shit. But one of my, hey girl, listen, you need to call. Hello. We know you busy shit, honey. Ow. But you gotta make time. Okay. And just going to that lightly. When I was a teenager, we all had options, even as a young adult. Like I probably became really non-caring probably about 21, right? When I say non-caring, meaning I didn't really screen everyone and everything I dealt with, right? But up until that point, instead of me partying and drinking and fucking and sucking, because I did that, okay? I definitely did that, okay? And excuse the vulgarity in what I'm about to say, but people always make excuses for their life and how it turns out. In reality, you determine your life. That's just what it is. Sierra had a song called, I think it's You Make It So Hard to Trust Someone. And that could have been another song, girl, but she came up with and she said straight up on that album with My Goodies, Not My Goodies, she said, life is what you make it. And yes, it sure is. So, I still hung out with people. I still have friends in high school. I told you I ran down with a lot of rebellious people. I had my tongue pierced at 14 years old. And I didn't do anything with my tongue piercing until I was about 16, 17. But still, and when I did it at 16 or 17, honey, it was actually for me to make myself not to be a motherfucking square. But when I tell you, bitch, that was the one and last thing I did, bitch, till I was of age. Okay. So like I said, we all make decisions, and I made time for what I wanted to make time for. And that's what it was. I wanted to learn. I said, bitch, my knowledge is something that cannot be taken away from me. And I owe that to my stepdad because he would always say that. They could take away your money, they could take away anything material that you have, but they can never take away your knowledge. Your knowledge will be with you for the rest of your life. And especially if you nourish your brain. Okay. Because that goes into that as well, going into drugs and alcohol, because I didn't want to get into that neither. But even going into that, it really comes down to you really not caring. And I would love for people to just say that. I really don't give a fuck what happened. I'm living life to life. And this is why I choose to smoke and drink. And I also think some people do it as a way of getting acceptance. Bitch, I've been called square. I've been called all that shit. And I don't give a fuck. Girl, even some people out there who I love dearly, girl, called me a square because I don't drink. And I don't give a fuck about drinking, bitch. And you shouldn't give a fuck about drinking either. I have to be cute right now because I'm about to say something, but I'm gonna keep that cute. Ow. When you grow, because one of them said I act older than them. It's called maturity, honey. When you lived enough or you've seen enough, bitch, you don't want to deal with shit. And like I said before, bitch, I've seen it all. I've seen people die of drug overdoses, bitch. I've seen people die of alcoholism, honey. I have relatives that died of that. Cirrhosis of the motherfucking liver, esophagus. I can't remember what they call it when your esophagus have disease in it. All that's from motherfucking alcohol. So once you realize what you're putting into your body will ultimately affect your health, then it comes down to, do you even give a fuck? No, you probably don't. Okay, I give a fuck about my health, and that's why I'm very mindful about what I put in me. Okay. Food, I get a little sloppy sometimes, honey. You know, I get 15-piece loaded tacos from Taco Bell, bitch. But it is what it is. Oh, and before I forget, I want to give a shout out to one of my people. She didn't say I can say her name, but she sent me an email and she said, I want to donate to your channel. And I just want to say, I am so appreciative of that. I always say this, but it's really like, you guys, you do not understand. Like, there's something that I want to give to my sponsors and people, because I feel like if everybody else see the video, they might feel like I'm bragging and I'm boasting. And so, but those who sponsor, like, I really want to do something special for you. And I want you to see exactly how what you've done for me, you know, voluntarily, how it have changed my life for the motherfucking better. Like, for real. And I'm so appreciative of that. So even for her to, you know, email me unexpectedly and say, you know, blah 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 blah, you know, it that really made me say, oh, it really touched me. And you know, I'm a big ass baby when it comes to emotions and stuff, honey. And that's another reason why I keep motherfuckers out, because bitch, you ain't gonna try to take advantage of my emotion. Because bitch, I also got that flip side to me, girl, that other side. And bitch, I know you taking advantage of my emotion, bitch. I gotta take you out. Ow! I said it right here, I gotta take you out. Come on here, Lachey. The phone died on you, girl. The phone died on you, girl. Look, it died on you. So listen. um, so listen. Oh, now it's coming back on a little bit. Let's see if it's gonna stay on. Let's see if it's gonna stay on, girl. Let's see. Let's see where. Oh, it looked like it's turning off again. You know, you gotta see to make sure I didn't hang up on you. But listen. So, going into this. Oh, see, went off. So going into this, two things that kind of got me together. Okay, and I'm trying to do things differently because life is different. Okay, and so we're going to be very cute because you know, I don't like to, when people are in their type of mood and feeling, I for one don't like to get into that space, and for two, I don't want to provoke them in that space. And so going into this, you know, two things that kind of got me together this week, and it really had me reevaluating some things that I probably really never paid attention to. And I'm just going to say it flat out. I mean, I did. That's probably why I didn't even want to do the payment arrangements with casework, but whatever. So there's one thing that I'm not a fan of, and it's about being responsible. And even for myself, like, I do not think it's responsible to make payment arrangements, right? And that's just me personally. I don't think it's responsible because, of course, if I cannot afford to pay for what I need right then and there, then I more than likely don't need it. Okay. And of course, if there's emergencies, that's where the payment stuff come into it. Okay, there's emergency, let me get it. But to say I want to make a payment arrangements because I can't really afford it, but I feel like I need it, is not responsible. And also making payment arrangements that you know you cannot keep up with is also irresponsible. And so me, myself, and I don't want to work with IOUs. I don't want to chase you down for payments. I don't want to chase you down for things that is old. And I've not had that problem. But someone did make a payment on an arrangement and they said something and it made me think, because what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to prolong something. I'm not going to change nothing up because business have to stay business. And I've learned from past experiences is that when business becomes personal, or you make leeway for business, or you mix it together, then it becomes a little nasty. Because even going into like doing stuff, for a good example, for free, even with people you know, sometimes they get a little choosy and picky. And just like with me, like if I needed some food and someone offered me food, girl, and it was like lentils and tomato soup. Like, bitch, I wanted possibly jambalaya or something, bitch. But I'm gonna be still grateful that this person gave me even lentils and motherfuckers, especially I didn't pay for it. Okay. So when it comes to the free stuff, sometimes when you know people, they're like, I don't feel like I have to pay, or they'll be like, listen, like, girl, they're telling you how to do shit. It's like, bitch, wait a minute, you got this for free. Okay. So, like I said, that's just not me. I don't like mixing business with pleasure. And that even segue into something else I want to say too. So, like I said, I'm going to reevaluate how I want to go with this payment stuff because I even may have to ask you for some other fucking collateral. Okay. I may have to ask you for some damn collateral, honey. Or I might say altogether, you send a payment arrangements over and it's going to have to be shorter. If you cannot afford to pay your payments off in full within 2 weeks, then we can't do the payment arrangement. I'm going to encourage you to save your money up until you're able to actually pay for the casework and go from there. So that way I'm not stressing, you're not stressing, because I get people that hit me up constantly, different days, different times. That's why I don't have a schedule when it comes to me going to bed and stuff. I kind of just go to bed when I'm tired, wake up when I wake up, and that's just it. You know, sometimes I get on a schedule and tell myself, "Oh, get up at this time," but like I said, I just sleep when I get tired, and I wake up when I'm not tired. So like I said, that's probably what I'm going to start incorporating more. Is that if you cannot afford to pay your stuff off in 2 weeks, that's the longest I'm going to stretch it out. Now, of course, let's say for a good example, if you're getting casework that total, let's say 2,000, okay, because you're getting work done for like all the people you're getting work done for, then I can make a little bit of leeway with that. But if it's something that is within a certain amount, or I may even say, listen, let's not do everybody at one time. Let's do a few people at a certain time. Yeah. Okay. With that. Second thing, and I know I lightweight talked about this a week ago, but I don't think I explained it the way that I wanted to explain it because today one of the individuals I was actually speaking about sent me a nice little email and tried to get me right together. And so I'm just going to express how I feel and I'm going to leave it where it's at and we're going to keep it moving. So I work based off of seriousness of the work. Okay. So if someone is getting casework done and it's something life or death and it requires a lot of my attention, that's where most of my attention is going to go. Not meaning that I'm going to abandon classes, students, or readings that I have scheduled, because some of you even know that we've had readings scheduled and I pushed it back a day or so because, of course, something else happened, something else came up, and of course, that's priority. Even going into people that sponsors, if someone send over regular payments and they hit me up out the blue and they say, Mystic, because I would expect for people to do this to me, Mystic, I need your help with something. Even if I had something booked, I'm going to, hey, listen, something came up that's really an emergency. Am I able to do it the next day? Bam, that's it. We're not going to push it back a week, a month. I don't do that. But I will push it back a day or so. And so, like I said, I would want someone to do that to me because, bitch, I'm supporting you. I'm giving you just whatever, like, girl, you know? So, like I said, I prioritize. Casework is top of the T. Okay. Classes will come second. Products come after that. And then, of course, readings. I would even say readings and products kind of go on the same because usually for products, it's usually 7 to 21 days. And of course, some people add on to their orders, and I don't want to keep going to the post office. I'm about 30 minutes away. Um, and girl, girl. Okay. So, yeah. So that's how I do. But some people, what they're doing, and they're even doing this for readings too, um, they're going over. And I understand because I would do the same thing too. If it's hard to get a hold of someone, and once I got you on the phone, bitch, I'm gonna be like, hey, who, do, who. But also, please be respectful of my time. And even if I have another reading, possibly after yours, if you're paying for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, please keep it at that. And what I'm going to start doing is, and this is not no shade to anybody. Like I said, this is just something that I want to reiterate because, of course, I don't like doing things the next day. Like I like keeping things consistent. And so if I say today when I get up, I'm gonna do A, B, C, D, F, G. And I know sometimes things do not go according to plan, right? But I still want to get the major stuff done. And I'm not able to get the major stuff done because I'm doing something longer than I expected. That's really not all that serious compared to the other stuff I have to get done. And so, like I said, before we get started on the reading, like I'm gonna probably spend the first minute, if that, explain the time frame. Even I'll probably send a little email reminder saying, okay, this reading is gonna be for 12, 15, 20, 30 minutes. At that time point, I'm ending the call. If you're wanting to do longer readings, you can send over that email with the balance amount that you want for. And then if I'm not busy with another reading directly after you, then I can directly call you back. If not, we can schedule for another time. And of course, one of you, and I want to just say this out the blue, I read someone yesterday who I've not read in such a long time, and she felt like she was over. Oh no, trust me, if you were over, I would have told you. You know who you are over there in Florida. You know who you are. So you don't got to worry about that. You're not over. But like I said, I've done readings for people, and I've had to put other readings that I had on hold because they booked a 30-minute reading. And before you know it, girl, we're on the phone for 2 damn hours. And so it's just not fair. And then they think Mystic, like, what the fuck you doing? You told me 2 o'clock and it's 3:45. And I'm like, listen, the other customer, and they're like, what? Okay, how do I know you're not lying? You know what I mean? So like I said, I'm just gonna have to end it. Okay, I'm just gonna have to end it. And I told you guys another option too is if you think you may need longer, because typically readings are about 20 to 30 minutes. Sometimes they go even longer than that. Then send over the amount for that. And if we do not go over that time or do not, get that time that you paid for, then I will gladly refund you back that difference. Okay. If you did go over, then of course you're not getting a refund back for that. But like I said, definitely do that as well. But I have had emails from people, okay, because of course we have stuff in common. It's not just spiritual. Like some of you or many of you who take classes and events and stuff, there's a familiarity there, right? We connect with something. What I don't want to feel like I'm being taken advantage of. And I told y'all a situation that I had with someone not even too long ago, because even in person, like I keep my circle small. And I don't have to explain this to you guys, but I want to because it's just me. I don't want you to think that I'm coming at you like, because I think that whatever you're going to assume. So I'm going to tell you what it is. So even in person, I don't like people trying to take advantage of my niceness, or the fact is that, it's just me and my dog. So I have more time or more, spare whatever, extra space, whatever it is. So I don't even want that to come up like, hey, you're the one, you got this, you got that. How about you? And I don't want to be rude to say, how about not? Because then, of course, they start thinking, oh, this bitch. And if I was in your position, I would do it. So I don't want to get into that. I don't want to have to fight with you or argue with you about that. So like I said, I just keep my shit small. So I don't got to stress on that. But even with the spiritual stuff, there's people that have actually befriended me, and they've never, or if they pay for maybe like one or two products. They've paid for like one event, but they will feel the need to want to reach out to me whenever they feel like it. And typically when they reached out to me, it was about them, their self, and them. That's it. And then occasionally they will say, well, hey, what's going on? And then it will bring up something stupid, right? Like, oh, yeah, I saw your haters. And I'm just like, bitch, on my phone, I pay this phone bill. I don't want to hear that on my phone. If you want to tell me about what they're doing, go on Facebook and tell me that. Go on YouTube and tell me that. Comment under the video. But you're not going to call my private phone and tell me that bullshit, because I'm not thinking about them in my everyday waking life. I don't want to be enjoying my time and space with my loved ones, and I'm talking about some shit that really doesn't even fucking matter. Okay? Because this too shall pass, as everything does. Okay? But I don't want to feel like that. And that person made me feel that way. Because like I said, it was about them. And occasionally we'll talk about what I got going on. But I felt like it was them trying to be nosy versus, well, what can I do to help? You know what I mean? And I said I need their help because I'm a very independent person. And if I need something, I'm gonna work and get it. If that means, bitch, I'm gonna suck dick for 20 motherfucking dollars, bitch, I'm gonna do that. Okay. And a lot of you need to have that motherfucking mindset because instead of you getting out making things happen for yourself, you sit back and say, oh, can you please help me? While you fucking people off for chat lines shit for free. And I'm just saying, I'm not cutting, I'm just saying. So it is what it is. Bitch, you gotta do what you have to do to get yourself where you need to get yourself to. So nobody can say, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be there. Because I had that before. I had that before, girl. I told y'all before, we've been there, done that. My ass struggling, didn't have shit, meet somebody who had almost everything. Hey, oh, you want this? Yeah, I'll get it for you. Oh, don't worry about it. I got you. Oh, I'm gonna surprise you. And all of a sudden, oh, well, is this how you treat me? I called your phone and you don't want to answer after I dropped $250. And it's just like, wait, hold up. What? Excuse me. So what? Okay. So anyway, I don't want to feel that way. So even going into like people sending me emails and stuff, like I love getting updates on people's lives. I love that. I love hearing about relationships. I love hearing about whatever you got going on. I love that, right? But the problem is when you pay for products and services. And instead of you, because once again, we're going to talk about myself, I'm also a consumer, okay? And if I spent my money on a product or service with an individual, when I call you and I talk to you, it's not going to be about my titties are itching. It's not going to be about this man just cussed me out a week ago. It's not going to be about my neighbor wants to secretly do me. It's not going to be about anything but, honey, hi, I sent the payment over for A to Z. What's going on? That's the only conversation that we're going to have until I get what I motherfucking paid for. And a lot of people, they're not doing that. And I won't say a lot of people, but a few people. I count on like 3 fingers. They'll pay for products and services, and sometimes it's a lot. Like they'll pay for like 7 classes at a time. They'll buy like 20 items, and then they'll pay for an event. And then they'll talk about their auntie or their mama or their sister or their brother. And then I already know what I need to do for them. So that's already lined out. But because they're so distracted, now I'm focusing in because that's the type of person I am. I'm a caring, compassionate person. Now I'm like, listen, now they need my undivided attention about this. So we're talking about that. And then weeks go by and months go by. And then they say, oh, I forgot. I paid for a class 6 months ago and I never got that class. So in the past 6 months, I can go to our emails. I can go through our Facebook chats. I can even go into our phone chats and logs. You never mentioned anything about that. Instead, you talked about how this man wanted to have sex with you. You talked about how this person wanted to beat your ass. You talked about how your man left you for another woman. And so in my mind, bitch, okay, you're not ready for that class. So I didn't send it. And then also it kind of got out my mind. Honestly, it really got out my mind because that wasn't your main focus. And so, like I said, to me, that you're distracted. And of course, what you do with your stuff is totally up to you. But I like to stabilize everything. I can't be here, there, everywhere. Ooh, like I can't. I have to keep it stable. I have to do readings on certain days. I have to do this on certain days. So I'm not stressed out because I don't want to have any health issues. I don't want to be upset and miserable. So I want to fuck people up. That's just not what I want to do. I don't want to reset my progress. Okay. So to prevent that, I give myself a schedule and a time and even going into scriptures, it talks about that. I know a lot of you don't really care about that, but it's important to understand that there's a protocol to everything that is done. And if you want to be good at what it is that you want to be good at, or you want things to go smoothly, then you're going to have things, just kind of a blueprint of how you want to operate. And so if not, then you're going to say, oh my God, I'm so exhausted. I'm stressed. I'm so stressed out. I don't want to be that way because when I'm stressed out, it's not pretty. And so, like I said, that's the problem. Okay. And even going into, one of them emailing me today saying that she's sending me a reminder because she knows that I'm busy. I don't need a damn reminder, honey. Let me tell you something about me. And I say this because I want people to understand how I operate. Okay. So at 17 years old, it was actually 14, I wanted to be on my own. I was counting down. I cannot wait until I have my own place. I cannot wait until I could pay my own bills and do what I want to do. And it wasn't because I loved running the streets. It wasn't because I had a lot of people over and I loved having people around in my company. It was because I wanted my own space, my own time. I didn't want to have to wake up and see people every motherfucking day. I didn't want to deal with people's emotions. I didn't want to deal with that. I wanted to wake up some days and not deal with people. Okay. So I counted down. And I even met people who was like, listen, you can run away and come and stay right now. And I told y'all these stories. So, at 17 and a half years old, opportunities came up to me and I was able to exit out and to be a semi-responsible adult, right? Because I love being responsible. I love having my own shit and being responsible with my own shit. That makes me feel like I'm accomplishing something. Friends do not make me feel accomplished. Men do not make me feel accomplished. Materialistic shit does not make you feel accomplished. Validation from people like it. What makes it feel accomplished is the fact is that I can say this is mine. That's what makes me feel whole and motherfucking complete. That it's mine and you cannot take it away from me. Okay. So going into this, if I needed reminders on when my bill was paid, and I needed reminders on when to wake up and wash my ass. And I needed reminders on when to eat and when to feed my dog. Now that I have a dog and I've had my dog for 8 years and he was 8 years old. I would need people to tell me when I need to do things and my life would be falling apart. You would hear about me being in a shelter. You would hear about me being in a car. You hear about me being on somebody's couch. You hear about me not having shit of my own. So I'm saying all this to say that I'm a very responsible person. And when things need to get done, I do that. I love pressure. Okay. I like to say I am diamond made. Okay. Diamonds are formed under pressure. I love pressure. I love knowing that, oh my God, there's a deadline. I have to do it. I have to do it. I love that. And sometimes I procrastinated. I waited until that very last day, but it was still done. And that made me say, oh my God, I did it, bitch. I could do any motherfucking thing. So that helps me. Okay. So, like I said, I don't need that. And if you assume that I do, then apparently you don't know me. But I think this first situation is that they're possibly not in that. I won't say they're not in that responsible state of mind, but maybe they need reminders on some things. And so they're projecting because a lot of people project their own stuff out. And even going into dates, I apologize to an individual for, lacking. And I even said, we talk about a whole bunch of stuff, which we did, and they know it. I can go to the Facebook message and we talk about everything but what they wanted and what they needed. And even then I said next week, and girl, it's Thursday. And I get this email like, hey. And I'm like, listen, honey, that class was purchased before we even offered any events or anything. So I'm going to stop my events and stuff because you finally remembered. Like, girl, no shade. Like, no, honey. So I said this week, you're going to definitely get it this week. Normally I break my classes and stuff up in pieces, but because it's been so long and other stuff is coming up and I want to focus on that stuff, I don't want that just building up and adding up. So I'm going to send them all of that at once. Okay. But as I said, and I will say this once again to you guys, okay, I do not like being micromanaged. And someone even said this too, because they're like, oh, I hope I'm not micromanaging. No, if you're telling me you did not get something, that's not micromanaging, okay, because you're on it. Micromanaging is, hey, I want to check to see, are you doing the work? Hey, how are you? I know you told me not to worry, but are you doing the work on your end? Because I'm kind of hoping this will happen a lot faster. That's micromanaging. Like you're trying to tell someone how to operate when they don't need you to tell them how to operate. Okay. And so, like I said, to me, that's micromanaging. I'm going to send you a reminder. I didn't ask you for a reminder. Okay. And so when a reminder is given and it's not warranted, honey, it kind of strikes the nerve. It kind of gets me right together. Because it's like, honey, if you would have been focused on that, and like I said, this is no shade, but if you would have been focused on that instead of who's wanting to screw you and what you're trying to do outside, or even asking questions that was non casework related and non class related, then you would have already had your classes and would have been talking about something else. But because you wasn't focused on that and you were scattered, now you trying to get me together as if I'm scattered. Oh, honey, girl, I have the memory of a damn elephant. Girl, I don't even have to write shit down to remember I need to do shit. I just know I need to do A, B, C, D, F, G. I know what I have to do. So, like I said, if you don't want any, you know, possibly attitude. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think the worst would be is that I wouldn't, let you do any events. I wouldn't let you do any more classes. I would just give you what you pay for. And next time I'll be like, listen, just so you know, just so you know, okay, this is the time frame. If you want to do ABCD, let's do this. And then I'll also kindly say, please keep the conversations only about casework and classes. Period. That would be the worst. Like I said, please refrain from doing that. Friends will tell you, family will tell you, bitch, my own mama, my own daddy, my own stepdaddy, my own other daddy. They don't be, hey, who, because they know I don't need that. I don't need to be reminded on what I need to do. I'm a very responsible person, okay? And we're gonna leave it at that. Because like I said, that gets me right together. It irritates the hell out of people. And it's just like, honey, well, are you together? Do you need a reminder? Because you may. Don't do it, girl. So we're gonna leave that. Come on, Julie Joey. So we're gonna leave that there. Okay. So anyway, like I said, blue light activation. Because I'm gonna go, honey. What time is it? It was 2:52. Perfect timing. Blue light activation. I will be contacting you guys. You guys will be getting emails, and then of course, maybe we'll do one last one-on-one. Everybody's like, Mystic, you already have our one-on-one. Listen, maybe you need another one-on-one. Call me. I'll call you. We'll set it up for next week. You need another one-on-one, let me know. Okay. And then, of course, for the seeds of Oshun, honey. Now, one of you followed my directions, and I'm so grateful for you. I'm so, come on in here. I'm so boo, 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 boo. Everybody else, okay, you didn't follow my direction, but it's okay though, because I'm going to call y'all out on it. I will call y'all out on it. Not today, though. I'm going to call y'all out on it. But thank you. So for the season of Shun, honey, listen, we getting that down. I told y'all before I announced the actual beginning date. I want to do about the first week of May, going into the second week, but I want to make sure all of the stuff is together so we're not stretching it out. Going into demonic and angelic magic revealed as well. We got exactly what we needed to get a couple of days ago. I was waiting for one more thing and it actually arrived. It took 38 days. And so we know that Spirit said, bitch, now it's time. So, next week I'm going to try to, relax myself, get into that mode, that space, and get into some nasty shit. Bam, honey. Okay. And then, of course, also with the Magica of Fae, we're getting into that too. I know a lot of you have been wondering, huh? Yeah, see, it all adds up. It all makes sense, honey. It all comes into place. Okay. That's why you gotta be relaxed. You have to say, listen, I'm gonna trust you. And that's why I always ask some of my people too, do you trust me? Because if you don't trust me, you're gonna say, hey, don't forget, you need to, hey, ooh, ooh. I was wondering, are you ever gonna send that over? Yeah, you don't trust me. And that's definitely fine. But I'm gonna tell you one thing about me. If I don't trust somebody, I'm not giving you my money. That's it. Like, in order for me to spend my money with you, especially nowadays, we know that all this scamming shit is going on, honey, I have to trust you. And I know a lot of people don't even trust them damn selves, so I don't expect them to trust me. But it's like, honey, I also don't want you contacting me while I'm prepping myself for a reading or I'm prepping myself for other stuff and to be like, hey, just so you know, remember a week ago, 2, 3, 7 months ago? Like, no, I'm not going to remember 7 months ago like that. No. Especially when it comes to certain things. Like I said, I deal with a lot of people. So, no, I don't remember that. Okay. And I could have remembered that If, like I said, we kept it only on the stuff that you paid for. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, honey. You know, girl. And I be telling people this too, and we're gonna be done. A good teacher is always a good student because you're always learning things. You do not stop learning. And the minute that you think because you're older or you're more experienced that you're better, greater than the next person is the minute that all things stop. And now we know that bitch you're really dumber than you actually display. Or what they say, the more you know, the more you find out you actually don't know. Now we really know, bitch, that your learning has stopped. And so, even going into people that want to be casework or spiritualists and provide services for people, if you're not able to take guidance, then you're not going to be a good provider. Because even going into me doing work for you all, like I'm still getting things from you all. Like I'm still, getting some type of guidance because, of course, you're going to tell me how to work for you. You're going to say, listen, So now I know, okay, this is what they want done. This is what we're going to do. Okay. So that's what it comes down to. But going into that, like I said, if you're not able to take directions, and even events, I tell you guys, we offer events, we offer classes, and before the events, I give you guys a chance to ask questions. When I come on the live, I give people a chance to ask questions. I say you can email me about questions. And a lot of people utilize it, and then sometimes people don't. And then, after it's all said and done, you find out they won't even participate in the event fully. And I told y'all, not really, there, but we're just going to say this because this is how we talk, we share things with each other and we're open. We have an open dialogue. Okay. We did a very serious situation a few weeks back. And, I saw energy, I felt energy, and the people who were doing their work saw and felt energy. But the people who were slacking and lacking didn't give a fuck and said, I'm gonna do what the fuck I wanna do. Even though Mystic is currently teaching me how to do what it is that she's offering, I'm gonna still do what the fuck I want to do. I feel like this will work better on a motherfucking Tuesday, so I'm gonna do it on a motherfucking Tuesday. And before the event started, I said, although you can be creative with this stuff, still do these workings in the timely fashion that it's giving and still do it in the day. And if you want to work with planetary stuff, right? And I kid you not, people were acting like they were doing that. And even when I was seeing done, ready, ready, I was like, it's not a competition, girl. If you needed to do this shit for 12 hours, you need to do it for 12 hours. Everybody is not going to finish that in 30 minutes. And even going into me, like I said, I'm experienced. Girl, like some of the rituals, it was taking me like 2 or 3 hours to complete. So I'm like, there's no way they were getting it down. And so either way, they confessed and said they were not doing it. And I felt a little disrespected. I felt a little bit like, damn, because at the end of the day, then you could have did that stuff on your own time. You could have just hit me up and said, look, Mystic, I have $40. I want to know rituals on A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Can you give me some ideas, some hints? And I could have dropped it down for you and you could have did the work on your own. But to get together in a group, which I think is very parasitic, I think is very using, I think is very conniving too, to jump in and want to be an add-on, but instead you're dead weight. I think you're clowning. I think I was disrespectful because, of course, the energy and time could have been focused only on the people that were actually doing the work. Not everybody is doing the work, and everybody have you in their work, and then they're doing the work, and then you're not doing the work, and that's what it comes down to. So everybody's in the group. We're all doing the work. Everybody's including everybody in the work, and then you say, "Oh, they got me covered. I don't have to do my work today." Bitch, really? Yeah, that's some using that shit right there. That's some sneaky ass, nasty ass shit. And that's what I tell people when I hear about stories about people and stuff, I'm gonna be done. That's why I don't really be like, oh, that's so sad. Like I really think about like, what did they do to make that happen to them? Like I know stories of like weird shit. Like there was a guy, and it's kind of like off top, but there was a guy that was so-called robbed, right? And he was walking down. I don't know if I told you guys this story or not, but he was caught walking down one of our busiest highways that has no street lights with nothing but his boxers on. And he claimed that he was robbed, right? I was robbed. They took all my shit. And so they were, anybody know anything about this case? Blah, 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 right? But the truth started coming out. And the truth was that he acted like he had a life that was not his life, that he had money, he had a car, he had this, he had that. And he saw a innocent person that he thought, well, he assumed they were innocent, and he thought he was gonna take advantage of this person. And so what this person did was, this person said, well, if he really said what he has and da, let him show me. So what ended up happening was, when they were on one-on-one, he tried to take advantage of her. And she said, wait a minute, hold up. I found out that you're a liar. I found out that you're not who you say you are. Get out my vehicle. But I need my clothes and shoes. Nope. Get out my vehicle. Get out my motherfucking vehicle. You wasted my time. Get out my car. So, bitch, he got out the motherfucking car with just his boxes on, bitch, because he thought he was going to get some in that car. And that's what happened. Okay? So the same thing with that. He used, or he thought he was using, and he got fucked up in the end. So that's why I said, I don't really feel sorry when things happen, because one thing about spirit is spirit always come through, and spirit will always get your ass together. And so even sometimes you got to listen to what spirit is saying, and you will see exactly what you need to see. Because a lot of times I've been in situations that were very deadly, very fatal. Okay, very fatal. You don't understand? Just to where God could have been gone because I did not listen. I said, oh, I can do what I want to do. Oh, I don't see it. I don't feel it. And bitch, I was wrong. I was wrong. It was a setup. So, and that's not just with just whatever. That's with everything. So when you don't listen, spirit will teach you a lesson. And sometimes, bitch, you have to literally bust your ass open. Sometimes you got to literally be stranded without no clothes and no shoes on, walking 7 miles to your house in the dark. Sometimes, bitch, you got to be, girl, walking, period. I mean, it is what it is because you're not listening. And that's what I tell people, like, I'm more concerned about myself and what my spirit's got to say than worrying about what the next bitch is doing. Because when I'm focused on them, now spirit is saying, let me focus on them too. So let me worry about what my neighbor got going on. And this person say, oh my God, I want to be focused on them too. And then you're like, wait a minute. I didn't get that. Wait, hold up. I thought about something. I'm supposed to be getting it up. You want to focus on that, though, girl. You're focused on everything else but that. So that's why spirit made you literally have your experience to where you paid attention. And sometimes people don't pay attention. And we talk about this on the phone with my people. That goes into all areas of life because even like escorting and stuff, a lot of girls get murdered. A lot of girls, not even just escorting, with everything, but things happen to people because they don't pay attention or they feel like they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. And when spirit said, listen, it's time to stop, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I can keep doing it. Oh, I can do what I want to do. There's no rules. There's no boundaries. And then bam. And your energy has to be focused. When it comes to spiritual stuff, you cannot be here, there, everywhere. Today, I'm going to do protection. Today, I'm going to do love work. Today, I'm going to do healing work. Today, I'm going to do this, that. Like, first of all, the energies need your undivided attention. And those spirits that you're dealing with, because I love when people say, I don't deal with spirits. I deal with my own intention. That's what you think, sis. Because there's spirits in everything. Okay? When you say bitch, you're summoning some type of energy, which is motherfucking spirit. Okay? When you say, I don't give a fuck about that bitch, some type of energy was stirred up there, and now you're pulling people or energies in. And that's just how that works. So, bitch, like I said before, you don't have to work with Abalaba for Abalaba to come in and work with you, bitch, because you don't even know he's there. And he's there. You just think like, oh, I did it myself. It's my intention. And I was said this too earlier on the phone call. Like when it comes down to the good shit, thank you, God. Thank you, spirits. Woo, woo. When it comes down to the bad shit, oh my God, what happened? Something must have happened. Oh my God, what happened? I think somebody's doing something to me. So you have power when good is going on, but when bad going on, you don't have power. Okay. That sounds really good. That sounds really what it is. Okay. Anyway, honey, come on in here, TC. Ow, come on in here. Yes. But anyway, so focus. This is a lot of time. During this time, you should be focused on yourself and doing your inner workings. Focus, focus, focus. Okay. And now I'm about to focus, like I'm telling you to focus, because I got a little bit of work to do before I lay my ass down. I like this robe, honey. It's so comfortable, honey. It just makes you feel so sexy. Satin and silks, just make me feel like I'm a bad bitch. No, man. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, there's more that we're going to be talking about, and there's a lot more we're going to be talking about. But for the next few days, I want to knock out these events that we have that we need to knock out and finish. Same thing with classes. And of course, I'll be coming back with you all. I know I said I was going to be coming weekly and doing some celebrity readings, and oh my God, y'all, there's just so much. There's just so much, girl. There's so much. Listen, when Spirit said get it while you can get it, I'm getting it while I can motherfucking get it. You hear what I mean? And unfortunately, me sitting here just, hi, everybody. Because, see, I don't get paid for my YouTube views. So, unfortunately, I can't just sit here and just say, hey, we're doing a celebrity reading just to do it. When we have paid classes waiting for me to complete. When we have paid events waiting for me to complete. When we have paid casework waiting for me to motherfucking complete. You know what I mean? So that's what I've been doing. And I'm sure you guys understand. Anyway, thank you guys for coming in here, Julie, Lachey, and TC. We know that sometimes YouTube be, hating, but that's fine. That's fine. Things are starting to get back in order, a little bit lightweight. And anyway, so I'm going to go to spiritmystic.blogspot.com if you're interested in mentorship. If you're interested in classes, apprenticeship, definitely check out the link that's in the description box. And also, you can email me about questions about products and services. I'm checking on my fellow Jewish sister. Okay. Hey, girl. She knows she is. I almost said something, but of course, if I say what I'm going to say, then people know exactly where we're going with this. And I don't want to be, I want people tapping into that. Thank you, TC. Good morning to you too, honey. Today is Friday. I hope you guys are doing good, honey. Full moon on Thursday. I hope y'all ready, girl. 6 days away, honey. I hope y'all ready. See, y'all should be prepared. Y'all should be prepared now, honey. What y'all got going on that full moon? What y'all got going on that full moon? What y'all got going on in that good old full moon? Don't play. Anyway, let me go, y'all. Love and light to spiritmystic.blogspot.com to a spirit 8 mystic 8 at gmail.com. And like I said, we'll be back. I want to do some more stuff, and like I said, we're going to get into some more stuff. And I also want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to that young lady that I saw at that 7-Eleven. I want to give a shout out to her, honey, because she was so cute, honey. She was so cute, y'all. Anyway, I'm almost done my water, honey, so you know what I mean. It's time for me to go take mine to bed. I try to do 2 cups of water before I go to bed. That don't work all the time, but I want to make my ass wake up. I need to get up at a certain time. So, honey, I'm gonna wake up every 3 or 4 hours so I can look at that. Oh, I gotta go. Look at her was back there just watching. I gotta go. You gotta go too. Say bye to you too. So I'm going to bed right now. You going there, man? Yeah, honey. Anyway, bye everybody. Thanks so much, TC. Thanks so much for the shade. Thanks so much, Julie. You gotta go. Bye.